I've come to a really bizarre place, and unfortunately the only way to come here is to come through the farmers' fields. Okay, so we're actually venturing into the forest and we are looking for Yester Castle. Now, here in Scotland, this is a famous place. It's an old ruin and it's famous for a very specific reason. Okay, so just behind me there you can see the ruin sticking up there. I can actually hear people, they're busy walking around the ruin. Now, we'll give you a word of warning here, do not come here by yourself. Okay, I will say this again, do not come here by yourself, especially if you're a woman. Later on I will explain exactly what's going on here. Okay, that was really interesting. A chap was trying to fly his drone here and it just refused to take off. Now, I've flown my drone here a few times and I've had similar problems. Battery seems to be okay, everything is okay, it just will not take off. So, don't know what's going on, but yes. Okay, so the last time I came here, I must be a bit honest, I had a clickbait for a heading for the video and some people got upset. But I tell you what, it was very close to the truth. So Yester Castle, so Hugo de Gifford supposedly built this castle back in 1267, I think it was. The land was granted to him by the king. Now, he didn't have money or the skills to build this place. And it is said that he courted the devil to help him to build this place. So he made a deal with the devil and asked him to build this place for him. So the devil helped him and gave him some goblins. Yes, you heard it, goblins, to help build this place. Now, you may say, okay, this is all myth and fanciful and, you know, whatever. But when you actually look at this ruin, it is more or less completely demolished. There's nothing really left of this place other than the basement. This place has been attacked many times over the centuries, burnt down to the ground, and yet this basement is still standing. Now, the basement is called Goblin Yard. Locals know this place very well. There's all sorts of very strange sounds and lights that come from this particular forest. So I'm not going to go into the history of Sir Hugo there, because it is very complicated, filled with many historical goings-ons that happened here at that time. But I'll tell you this about him. He was one strange dude. He used to practice necromancing. So he was known for trying to communicate with the dead. He used to work on dead bodies. So all of this took place in the basement below the castle. And we're going to go in there today. So one of the more peculiar things about this place is that to get inside this basement, you actually have to almost crawl. It is almost as if it was built for little people, goblins. And of course, there has been some conspiracy theorists who have said that in fact aliens built this place, little grey aliens, because you can't walk into this little dungeon or basement. The other peculiar thing about this basement is that it is one of the oldest remaining vaulted ceilings in Scotland, if not the UK. Now, for that time period, it must have been a real feat of engineering. And for a person who didn't know how to construct castles, you sure as hell got help from somewhere. So these people have left now. It's just me here by myself. It's a bit eerie. So what's the deal now? Why are people reluctant to come here? And why did I advise you not to come here alone? Well, for a very simple fact. Because of the connection of Sir Hugo with the devil. He specifically asked the devil to build this place for him. Unfortunately, a lot of satanic worshippers come here. And they perform all sorts of strange rituals. It's very bizarre. So there's all kinds of people that come and visit this ruin. You just get the curious tourist. You have photographers who come here just to take photographs. And then you get the ghost hunters. It is said that this place is very, very haunted. Because Sir Hugo used to talk to the dead. And because he did experiments on dead people, there's a lot of ghostlies going on here. And then you've got the Satanists. They come here specifically because of the connection with Sir Hugo and the devil. Now, as I've said, I've come here on several occasions and I've actually seen people inside the basement itself performing strange rituals. Now, I've never bothered filming them. I never wanted to get involved in this kind of thing. It just attracts too much unwanted attention. So for any of you who are watching this video thinking you're going to see some sort of worship ritual or whatever, then I'm afraid not. It's not something I want to get into. Tell you what, it is really cold. I suspect it's going to snow today. I'm going to take a wander around this place. I'm just waiting for Sean and the crew to turn up here because we're all going to go into the basement. We're going to see if we can find some ghosts. Okay, we've got a very bizarre situation going on here. The chap that was here previous couldn't get his drone to take off. I've tried taking my thermal camera down to the entrance and it refuses to switch on. Now the battery is fully charged. It's telling me it's fully charged. So I'm going to try and switch it to a different camera and see what happens. But all very strange. There's something just odd about today. I can't put my finger on it. Okay, I've just tried there again. I give up. So that's now a fully charged camera. The whole battery has been discharged. The thermal camera, the battery has been discharged. So yeah, something strange is going on. I just hope this camera keeps filming. It's strange when you walk around the forest here, you'll see some strange symbols cut into these trees. I'm not sure what they all mean or if it's just graffiti. That's Sean and the crew just turned up.
Yeah. Yeah. It's normal. I speak to myself a lot. Look at that. I think it's. You won't miss it. And again.
Oh.
Interesting. Wow. I was like, Sean.
I did tell you we were just looking at Amy's phone there and it's gone on the blank. So there's definitely some sort of electromagnetic force here, or I don't know. But now that's 3 people being affected by this. Right, now that there's a whole gang of us, we're going to go inside the chamber.
It's different though, like you're allowed to travel anywhere you want.
So guys, as you can see, this entrance is tiny. So who the hell was it built for? Was it built for little goblins? Was it built for little grey aliens? Why? Why would they make it so narrow?
Weren't they smaller back in the day though?
And not that small. And once you get inside the chamber itself, it's actually quite big. down. So people have already been scribbling on these walls. Originally this scribbling on the wall said Satan is here. Now it's saying Santa is real. Somebody's written there something big is coming. Now, considering that this building dates back to 1267, nobody's taking care of it. It's such a shame.
Down even farther.
I think you can keep going.
Yeah, I think they actually do.
Somebody been digging?
I think so.
Wow. This used to be all blocked.
Yeah, now it ends. But this is neat.
Just watch that the rocks on the roof aren't loose.
Oh, sure. Let's see what goes in on the sides. I can see further down. But down here it looks like there's little cavities, so it could go down farther. So maybe there was another access route outside.
Well, it's believed that it went right down. And
It
it
looks
actually
like
went
it.
down to the stream.
Yeah, I think it still goes farther down because they have branches in here for some reason. Somebody brought them in.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's the other thing when you're walking around, the energy levels change.
Yeah, like the ritual room up there. It's actually a pleasant vibration too. Feels really nice.
Okay, you guys can't see this too clearly, but there's a load of moths sitting on the roof here. They obviously come here for winter. You guys won't see on the camera. It actually looks like there's some sort of writing on the ceiling going right round. It seems that the lettering is wrapped right round, following the arch around. I'm amazed that nobody has done a study on this place.
Like spots for candle.
It's the first time I've seen this one.
So today has been pretty interesting. Nothing has happened inside the chamber today. All the meters are working fine. It actually feels quite pleasant in there. It doesn't feel strange at all. But I tell you what, as soon as you come outside, you can almost feel it in the air. It's like an electromagnetic field or force of some description. So we've had people's cameras, phones, drones, thermal cameras, they've all gone on the blink. Just bizarre. Okay folks, so I've come back home now and I left early. My daughter and Sean and the rest of the gang stayed behind. Now apparently that's when things really got weird. When I exited the building, I could feel a pressure. I can't explain it, but there was definitely a shift. Inside it was nice and calm, and when I left that little basement, the pressure changed. Anyway, after I left, they were using sound recorders and they were just starting to ask random questions, and the sound recorder and the EMF meter went crazy, and somebody was actually answering my daughter and they were actually calling her by her name. Very, very strange. My daughter in fact got a bit ill. She started getting very faint and she felt a big pressure on her chest. So all very bizarre. I'll see if I can get a clip of that and play it back to you.
Did you hear that noise?
Yeah.
That was a bang.
I think I'm done.
Yeah, me too.
I'm done. I don't want to do it anymore.
Really?
No.
Justin's freaked out.
Recording.
Does it record on there?
No. No.
I think we should try again. I want to try again.
You want to try again?
I'd love to.
Yeah, it's interesting. You guys don't, do you want to go out?
So do you want to make a big, just a,
Wait for a while.
yeah, just
Yeah. Yeah?
yeah, please.
Mm-hmm. Of course.
Don't you mind?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, cool.
You're right.
My chest is going really tight.
Put your unbutton your jumper.
Get out of here.
I think it's this corner. There's something weird energy in this corner.
You have felt the wind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cold wind coming from here.
There's definitely a cold wind.
I think maybe it's not a good idea to have done that.
I wouldn't worry about it.
That's fine.
We'll be fine.
It's gone.
Then, at the end of the day, like the exit's right there. We can get out easy. If anything happened, I wouldn't worry about it. We'll be fine. What was that? What? You hear that?
Is there somebody here with us?
Did you hear that? Sounded like it said, yeah.
What's your name?
Okay, I'm seriously shook right now.
Okay, so 200 milliseconds, and you can go higher, so it will slowly. Can you hear it?
And that's recording white noise, right?
Yeah, just wait.